the police elicits really strong emotions in people. So you have a wide range of discourse and sort of rhetoric about the police. We just want to kind of step into that space and try to create some more meaningful dialogue. We were setting out to examine a department that was under the process of reform, and we wanted to understand kind of who becomes a cop and why. And then Ferguson happened, and Black Lives Matter emerged in Oakland, and spread nationwide. The film at that point became much more about how this department was holding both the responsibility of keeping this community safe and at the same time having to deal with the national call for accountability, which is represented in the protests. We had to acknowledge to ourselves, or at least be willing to have somewhat of an open mind going in. And when you do that at a police department, you're gonna see good cops. You're gonna see cops trying really hard. They're gonna be humanized for you. You're gonna develop relationships. We also saw a lot of really troubling things in terms of the barrier between being a cop and the consequences of that job that oftentimes unfold due to unconscious bias, all the way up to straight out racism. This is something that the country is still deeply grappling with, and it's not just race, it's class and power and all those dynamics. And then we were near the end of the film and then the scandal happened.
Breaking news tonight at 6, alleged sexual misconduct involving an underage girl and East Bay police officers.
This department is starting to feel to a lot of people like a house of cards. They have a leadership vacuum, 3 police chiefs in just 9 days gone.
I feel that this is an appropriate time to place civilian oversight over this police department.
There were a lot of successes that were represented in the film that occurred before the scandal ultimately happened. All that work isn't going to be for nothing.
How can we stay silent? They were not honest about the values they say they represent.
At the same time, reform can be often a messy process. Human nature and morality can, bring entire institutions down if we don't stay vigilant.
233, male white, long hair, gray hoodie.
And with the police department, it's particularly important that we understand who our recruits are, who are being selected to become cops. This is a community that doesn't have enough cops, that needs cops. The pool of the number of cops that are needed versus the pool of people who are qualified to do the job, it's inverted.
Do we provide the level of service that we want to provide? No. The level of service that you deserve? No.
The main thing I want people to take away from the film is the importance of our institutions and how vital it is for us as communities, as individuals, as leaders, to understand how our public institutions are or are not working in our community.